In this lesson, we're going to be making sure that our player cannot move at the end of the level. So right now, when the player gets to the end of the level, if it's level 1, they're going to have 2 seconds which they can just run around still. And we want them to just be frozen in place once they get that level complete message pop up. So, and it's the same thing for level 2, only that there's not 2 seconds they can move. They can just move until they mess something up. Maybe they jump into the kill zone and then restart the level, and then it's like, oh no, I beat the level, but now I gotta beat it again. So we want to make sure we fix that. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this in a similar way we disabled the movement in our health manager. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just copy and paste some stuff from here over to our end game trigger script in order to accomplish this. So we're going to need to get a reference to the platformer 2D user control, because that is where we set up the bool that basically disabled the input for being able to move the character. And I'll go ahead and open up the platformer 2D user control script so we can see what we did again. I go down here and you can see we put this in. So if movement enabled, and then if it is enabled, then you can move, but if it's not, then that doesn't happen. And one thing we also need to do is when we paste this in here, it didn't recognize the class because this class, the platform 2D user control class, has been specified for the Unity standard assets ._2D namespace. So we need to import that namespace into our end game trigger. And we did that over here in our health manager. So I'm just going to copy and paste this right here. This is just importing that namespace. And there we go. So now we'll recognize that class and we can use that. Cool. Now, what we need to do is we need to copy something else from our health manager. I'm going to copy where we're actually saying, okay, player control dot movement enabled equal false, because we want it to be false. When you get to the end of the level, we want to not be able to move. So now I'm just going to paste this in here, where we have all the stuff happening for when we reach that trigger at the end of the level. So now it's false. Great. So what happens if we play it now? Well, let's save that. And let's make sure we go ahead and assign what we need to assign. So that would be on the crate pink. We need to make sure we assign our player controls. Let's just do that really quick. Cool, we got that. And okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cheat here. I'm going to move our character over to the end, so we can just walk right up to that. So walk up to it, and I'm not able to move, but our animation is still playing. It's just going along, doing its thing. That looks a little strange. We can fix that pretty easily though. Let's go back into our script, and we're going to have to get a reference to the animator. So public animator, and let's just call this anim. That's fine. Okay. And now, well, I'll go and put in the code to actually do something with that. Let's go down right below where we just disable the movement, and let's set the anim dot speed. This is the speed of the animations that are currently happening. We're going to set that to be equal to 0. So that'll basically just sort of freeze the animation wherever it's at. So pretty simple. It'll just basically set a speed of not moving essentially. So there we go. And now it's going to compile. And now what we're going to do is we're going to assign that. And we need to go up to our crate pink, and there we go. We have this variable here in our inspector, and I'm just going to drag and drop our character robot boy onto that because it has an animator component that we're trying to affect right up here. Yeah. Cool. So now if I play, I run up to this, there we go. So sort of froze us there. So cool, we have that in place. Let's go ahead, and I need to fix one thing with this level. It looks like our kill box is in a place where we could just walk off the edge right here at the beginning, so that's not good. I'm going to fix that really quick. Move this over. That's better. Let's also move our character back into place. So grab him, move him over here, and cool, we got that now. Let's go to our first scene, our level 1. Save this, of course. And let's go ahead and set this up to also work. So we need to go to our crate pink, go down here. We need to assign it a couple of things. Let's assign our player control, and let's assign our anim. Okay, cool. So now we have that in place. Let's go and test it out, make sure this level works as well. So I'm going up here, jumping over things. And I'm gonna make this one. This level's not too hard, so I don't feel too bad playing through it. And there we go. Pretty cool. We got it. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.